Hear me? Can you hear me? I have a question for you. Who's the color commentator? Andrew Coughlin? Okay, perfect. $16.
Your Wilmot Wild.
Oh, there's two number 16s. I don't know. All right, if I find out, I'll send you a text. Welcome to the Wilmot Recreation Complex in Baden, Ontario for another edition of Wilmot Wild Lacrosse on Rogers TV. I'm going to be your host, Jack Moore, and I'm floorside. The Oakville Buzz roll into town with a 2-7 record on this season, but both those wins coming in the last 4 games. They started the year 0-6, and they look to continue their hot play. Their first win of the year was a 12-11 victory over Brantford, who is currently tied for first place with Wilmot, so they did help the Wild out a little bit earlier on in the season, but the Wild looking to take advantage of a struggling Buzz team here tonight, looking to take sole possession of the West Division lead. That's over Fergus and Brantford, so the Wild have their work cut out for them today, as the Buzz have proven to be in the last 4 games a very tough task for teams at the top of the West Division. That's what we have in store for you today. We have O Canada just wrapping up right now. On the call for you is going to be Jason Hagholm, Andrew Coughlin. We'll send that up to them now.
Thank you very much, Jack. And yes, this is a very interesting matchup, as you said off the top there. Oakville coming in with a little bit of momentum here, but Wilmot obviously knows what's at stake as this season's coming towards a close, and they're in a dead 3-way tie for that first spot with their rivals, the Fergus Thistles and the Brantford Warriors, who coincidentally as well next week Wilmot will see. So this should be a real interesting game here, Andrew, especially since these teams did meet back at the beginning of May.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot has changed since then, and Wilmot's looking to get back in the win column here. They need it in the home stretch, coming down the home stretch.
So here we go, loud building here at the Wilmot Rec Complex to start us off. Face-off is underway, and this game of lacrosse is as well, with Wilmot taking the opening possession here. Ball in the favor here with the likes of Blake Weidman, who had himself a fantastic game last Sunday here at the Wilmot Rec Complex. Getting a nice run, though, off the turnover here are the Buzz. Settling it down is number 27. That's Aiden Murray. Will head off the floor, flips it off there for Cam Shea. Shea with a little bit of a stutter step. Will flip it back, kicks it off for 16, Zach Elliott. Elliott, the low shot goes wide, and Caleb Martin also once again between the pipes for the Wild, and he had himself a rocky start to start last week, but he got things settled down and able to help Wilmot get a big win.
Oh yeah, he's a good goalie. He's getting seasoned in this league, and he's really coming into his skin here at the Wilmot Wild.
Matt Wyman, the captain, thought about the shot, but centered it back out. Shot, a score! What a blast from Weidman, and the perfect start for the Wild. Almost a minute or so in here, 1-0 Wilmot.
Yeah, that was a great pass there from the captain, Matt Wyman. He found Weidman, in the middle there, and Weidman just reached around the goalie and buried it.
Wyman to Weidman, a bit of a tongue twister.
Yeah.
And that's probably how the Oakville defense felt.
Yeah, absolutely. Here we take a look as Matt Wyman kind of clears the ball out on the right side, and he sees Weidman just right down the middle there, scoops it around the goalie, and we got ourselves a 1-0 game.
And Andrew, talk about Blake Weidman. This is a guy that's really heating up to close out the season here for the Wild.
He is, and he's really hitting peak right at the right time. That's exactly what the Wilmot coaches want to see.
Well, for Oakville, in their first matchup, it was a 10-3 win for the Wild, and 2 players in that game had themselves 5 points, involved in every aspect of every goal that the Wild had. That was number 14, Hayden Berger, and number 19, Kent Radburn. And you know Oakville wants to shut him down, but this Wilmot team's just stacked at every aspect offensively.
They really are. They got a shooter in every spot, and they're really good at working the ball around and finding the open guy.
So we'll see what the Buzz can do right now. That's Ela. Low pass, bounces off the boards, but will be scooped up, though, by one of his teammates, getting a good hack on it. Will try to fire his way in. Flip this one up. Eli coming in, shot on, scores! And a nice response from Oakville as Louis Ela draws us level at 1.
Yeah, kind of almost similar shot there, different point of the floor, but the Oakville player breaks down the right side and moves it around goalie Caleb Martin.
Well, Ela, the top point getter this season for the Buzz, make that goal 10 for him this season in point 21 as you look at the replay of this goal here, Andrew.
Yeah, he just sees it here on 2-on-1, number 24. He just comes around and scoops it by Caleb Martin.
Well, for Martin, though, this is similar to last week. A little shaky off the start. That's one he definitely wants to have back, but came into his own. We'll see if the similar situation happens for him here this Sunday, but nice response from Oakville.
Yeah, no, it was quick. They're definitely not showing any bus legs here today. They came with some speed and some grit.
2-on-1 with Berger and Weidman, but Weidman couldn't get it to come down cleanly. Gets it back, second chance opportunity, just fires it wide. Bounces off the end boards, and as we've mentioned many times on these broadcasts, these boards here at the Wilmot Rec Complex, very bouncy, tough to get a hold of sometimes when that ball hits the boards.
Oh yeah, it's a big guessing game there. Oh, great chance by Derek Jensen there, cutting through the middle.
Yeah, Jensen cuts in, just fires it a little high, but Radburn keeps the line all alone, shot on, gutting a piece of that to steer it wide was Zach Knight. Big save made by the Oakville keeper. You get a whistle, possession will still go the way for the Wild, and they want to get on this quickly with Bessie. Shot on, what a save made by Knight!
That was a fantastic save. There's a lot of chances early on in this game here from both teams.
Yeah, sliding across there, and that's just so tough to do in lacrosse. Absolutely denying the Wild. There was Knight. Let's see if he can help his team out and get that momentum once again stirred up so the Buzz can find a way to get the lead. Taking it on here are the Buzz. A little low shot, good save made by Martin on Shea. Good battle going on for it, but Braden Hod did well, but turned it over actually for Adam Harvey. Harvey's shot on, save made by Martin. Good job there from Martin. He had some difficulty as well last week getting the ball out of his own zone, clearing it, but did well to make the second chance save. Berger breaks in, tried to get the one-timer set up there for Hunter Schmidt. Just a little too much on that pass. Weidman now again will look for Schmidt. Schmidt will kick it back out for Radburn. Radburn in a sea of traffic, but bounces off a few bodies. Shot goes wide. Thought they got a hold of it, and it looks like a penalty I thought was going to be called, but will not happen. Will just be Oakville ball as the shot clock had expired. And taking it up the floor was Ethan Staten. Well, the Buzz will bring it on in and look to do some good work. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Buzz player went down, settling it down. Now it's Eli. He'll just put a low one on as he knew the shot clock was about to expire. It went wide, and now scooped up here by the Wild. That's one of the call-ups there, Andrew.
Yeah, it is. Number 8 is one of the call-ups tonight. We also have Hunter Schmidt is out of the lineup with wisdom teeth, and I'm not sure if it's his little brother stepping in for him, but he's also wearing number 21 today.
Well, you always hate to see those wisdom teeth issues, but
Yeah, they got to come out though, eh?
does help if it's a family member can keep the same last name on the back of the jersey there.
Yeah, absolutely.
So the Buzz will throw this one on. Oh, nearly got it settled down nicely into Shea's stick, but good defense put on by Hahn. Flipped it across here for Weidman. Got the opening goal just about a minute or so into the start of this game. Now off for Berger.
Yeah, as we said too, Weidman's really getting hot at this point of the season, coming into the home stretch, and he's really just firing up.
Berger will kick it up for Weidman. A shot bounces up off the boards. No one in a white jersey can pick it up. As well, the shot clock's going to expire, so Oakville does the smart thing and was going to wait for it, but officials just handed off them the ball, so now the Buzz out quick out of the hive. Stutter step move here from Ela. Now setters it across to the far wing. Now breaking inside, there's Sheldon Reed. His shot goes wide and trying to track that down. And picked up, and good job by him, but once again, this is some good defense. Good defense the last two possessions by both teams here, Andrew.
Yeah, for sure, and it's a change of pace from what we saw earlier on. It looked like it was going to be a highly offensive duel from the get-go, but it's really slowed down here as we progress through the first period.
It's also shown how much this Oakville team's really grown as the season has progressed as well, because definitely not intimidated by this top-tier Wilmot Wild team.
No, absolutely not, and I'd say their standings kind of lie a bit. They definitely showed up here to play today.
And Wyman tried to make something out of nothing, but had two Buzz players draped on him, but they did well because Wyman steps in the crease, turnover, Oakville ball. Now being settled down, taken up the floor here by the Buzz. Trying to feed it up here on the near wing. Shot, a little low one, had some traffic in front, and streaking on to get this one will be Girdler. Girdler all alone, shot up, scores! What a bullet there from Girdler to get the Wild back out in front on the breakaway. It's 2-1 Wilmot.
That was just a fantastic individual effort by Evan Girdler there. He outran the Oakville player about 3/4 of the floor, and he just picked up the ball and sniped one right over the goalie's shoulder.
Yeah, for Girdler as well. That's his third of the season. He's been a great distributor, but when you get those one-on-one opportunities, got to capitalize.
Yeah, absolutely, and capitalize he did, as we see here on the Wilmot Wild replay. He just buried it right over the Oakville goalie, Zach Knight's shoulder.
And the Oakville trying to get back in this one, but good defense again from the Buzz, however, or from the Wilds. And however, though, this one hops to Berger. Berger for Radburn, and oh, that was just a little bit too much on it as Radburn tried the jumping shot and throw it down, but just couldn't make it happen. Bouncing off a check, there's Aiden Murray.
Hayden Berger's a fun player to watch like that. He's very electric, very, very fast, and very creative.
He's also got a great lacrosse IQ as well.
Yes, that he does. That's for sure.
Low shot, and that one fools Martin as Cam Shea draws us level again. So Oakville, always right so far, has had the answer once the Wild can think they're about to maybe pull away.
Yeah, they're definitely not going to give any easy ones up to the Wilmot Wild here today. Goalie Caleb Martin looks a little upset. If you take a look here at the Wild Wing replay. Oh, just a side little skip shot from outside.
And Cam Shea gets us drawn level here. As for Cam Shea, that's his 10th of the season. And a nice retaliation, left all alone, shot on. Nice save made by Martin this time, robbing Ethan's Stay Nation.
Oh.
So now Oakville playing with a lot of confidence right now since drawing level, trying to push the play forward.
Yeah, they're really pushing pace here this afternoon.
There's Shea, who just drew us level moments ago. Trying to break in, tough shot from a tough angle there from Gorman. Low ball, trying to dig this one out, and whistle goes. Will be Wilmot ball, as the shot clock was going to expire. Lost the ball for a split second there was number 45, Bro, but Bessie gets a hold of it. Now for Townsend, breaking his shot on, and whistles go before that shot even comes out of the stick there from the likes of Townsend, as he was run right into the Oakville goaltender, Zach Knight.
Yeah, he really didn't have a choice there. His path was kind of made for him, but he did a good job of avoiding the goalie to avoid any further scuffle.
As well, penalties coming up here for Oakville. So the Wilmot Wild will get the first power play of today's game.
Yeah, and they're going to look to capitalize here. Their power play is pretty deadly, and it's proved to be so all year.
So Berger gets it flipped across with Townsend now for Berger. Get it back for Berger. Shot a nice come-across save made by Knight.
And that's probably his second or third one today. He's really good at playing his angles that way.
And just, nice job to hack that out of the stick there was Townsend, and just did enough to throw that away was Knight, but whistles go, and we'll get a reset here.
Yeah, 10-second violation there on Oakville. The defensive team, only has 10 seconds to get the ball over half when they're penalty killing.
Pass wasn't completed cleanly, but Radburn will look here to scoop up the garbage, and does. Goes across the floor. Doesn't happen. Berger gets it off the bounce, off for Nagy. And broken up nicely here by the Buzz, and a penalty's going to be coming up here for Blake Weidman. Still with it, though, is Gorman. Gorman comes in. Shot was saved, but a slashing penalty coming up for the opening goal scorer, Blake Weidman.
And I thought he connected stick there, but we might get another look at that. I'm not too sure, but I guess the referee, Phil Givens, there deemed it an unsafe play.
So we'll have 4-on-4 lacrosse for 106 here, and then a little bit of a power play for the Buzz. And we'll see what Oakville can do here. That was a good bit of defense. They got in the ways there after a little bit of some sloppy passing from Wilmot, and get the benefit of having Weidman take a seat in the penalty box. And we've talked about how great of a player he's been these last few weeks. A little low shot there, nice save made by Martin. And the Wild get a hold of it off here for Braden Hahn. With a lot of space as both teams making some line changes. Matt Wyman now enters inside the Oakville zone. Will slow the tempo here. Especially now at being 4-on-4, Andrew, a lot of space to work with.
Yeah, for sure. It makes for some exciting lacrosse, and really fast, really good ball movement.
And that's a guy that's going to use that space to his advantage always. Hayden Berger tried to hop on that pass attempt, but found its way to his teammate Adam Harvey, and that's who brings it over the line for Oakville for Zach Elliott. Trying to make a turn away, and does from the defender. Shot on from Elliott, bounce, goes up high, but came back, and here we go.
The Oakville penalty expires.
Yep, so for 48 seconds, the Buzz will have a power play, and not going to work out for them greatly as Bro has it for the Wild and does the smart thing. They're trying to eat up as much time here.
Yeah, for sure. They're going to want to eat this whole 30 and try to even out the play and get their extra player back out.
Townsend for Wyman. Now off on the far wing for Radburn. Radburn, he's been such a big part of this team, but he's been a little quiet as of late, but maybe seeing a team he had 5 points with in the first matchup can maybe get him out of that bit of a spell he's in.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, when you look at the standings and you see Oakville at the bottom, you kind of hope to have a little confidence boosting game, but Oakville really showed up to play here, and Wilmot's going to have to match.
And that's how they do it, with a power play goal to get the Buzz their first lead of the game. Great passing play, and once again, those low shots from Martin causing him some difficulty.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the third one that just went right around his hip, and yeah, like you said, Oakville's going to take the lead here with 8 to go in the first.
Big moment here in the game. Nice work from Oakville, staying with it as they get.
Oh, hit the Wild Wing replay here. Quick shot, actually. You could barely see it. Came right by Caleb Martin's hip.
Well, the Buzz still looking for more here. As you said, 8 minutes, a lot of lacrosse left, and they try these shots out from far out, but they have been working. And as well, some sloppy passing like that won't help Wilmot out at all in their own end.
No, not at all. And as the period's progressed here, Wilmot's kind of lost their heads, and it seems like they got to get back on track.
That was a lucky break as that ball just found its way right into Martin's stick. And out come the Wild now with Nagy. Trying to break in. Nice move by Nagy. Shot on. Save made by Knight. Trying to get it for Weidman. Bounce shot, and that didn't miss by much, but just hopped over the far part of the crossbar.
And we're going to go Oakville ball here the other way.
Yeah, definitely bounced up inside around the seat area, so will be buzz ball. Up the floor here comes Shea. Already got a goal this afternoon. Little scrum going on for it. Big battle. Who's going to come away with it? This works out also very nicely for Wilmot as there's 6 seconds left on the shot clock. And coughed up comes the way for Bessie, but shot clock expires, so no have to fight for it anymore as it will be Wild ball.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Wyman takes this up the floor, and you know, Wyman being the leader of this team, he's really showed his experience and his leading ways in the coming weeks as well.
Oh, for sure. Matt Wyman's kind of a jack of all trades, a master of none. He can really do anything out there. He's not the best at any position, but he can really do anything.
So Aiden Murray with it, flip it up the floor. Here comes Ella. Shot, nice save made by Martin, cutting down that angle. And the rebound comes, and up the floor with some speed here is Girdler. Girdler comes and shot on save made.
I think he actually hit the post.
Yeah, I think he definitely did. I think Knight got a piece of it, but his direct shot bounce back off the save hit the post. But Evan Girdler's a guy that you've seen him really get involved in the action, you know, passing very well, but he's got some speed to him as well, and obviously a sharp shot with a breakaway goal earlier on today.
Yeah, for sure. It's explosive, really. He can really accelerate.
Evan Girdler was looking for goal 4 there and trying to make a move. There was the likes of Elliott, but fell out of his stick, and that works out nicely for the Wild. Hahn will flip this off here for Cody Hudson. Now for Townsend. Townsend, nice little move, spins away from the defender, shot on, he tried to pick the far corner, but just missed by a couple inches. Now Radburn with it. Kent Radburn for Townsend, flips it on in, the shot from Weidman, doesn't miss by much. Tried to get maybe a little too cute with it, but the way you've been playing, hey, keep that hot momentum going.
Yeah, for sure. You really got to roll with it, sorry.
Ella with it now. A lot of space. Ella shot on it, and that finds the back of the net for the second of the game for Luis Ella.
Yeah, and the Oakville offense just picked apart the Wilmot defense there. They executed a pretty perfect pick and roll, and they beat Caleb Martin again down the side.
And let's take a look at it here, Andrew.
Yeah, we'll take a look at the Wild Win replay. Number 24 for Oakville, Luis Elia, works around, pick and roll, and then he goes to the net and he takes a bounce shot on Caleb Martin, beats him down the side.
Yeah, Elia, obviously the top point getter coming into today, showed that, but maybe not the best play there from him as he absolutely hog ties down Colton Bessie.
Yeah, that was pretty interesting.
No penalty called, though, just will say possession goes back here for Wilmot, so a little of a break there for Oakville.
Yeah.
So out with some speed here is Weidman. Little spin around move. Off for Radburn. Radburn trying to get some separation. May have got a stick up in the face, and whistle goes, but they're going to say an offensive foul, so will be Oakville ball, but Berger intercepts Hayden Berger, and he's absolutely
that should be a couple penalties there.
Yeah, Berger mauled down by number 17, Andrew Plummer, after he had the steal when Oakville tried to get out quickly. And we'll see what our referee, Phil Givens, calls.
Yeah, he had Hayden Berger there basically hooked around the head, and then he drove him pretty hard into the concrete floor there.
Yes, so heading off for the buzz is Andrew Plummer. Just 2 minutes. So just the one minor. So maybe Plummer got away with something, because we've seen these officials here these past couple Sundays not afraid to give up those double minors.
No, not at all. And that's just one thing that the Junior C League's got to work on, consistency in the reffing. But there we go. We got a Wilmot Wild goal.
Yeah, just about a couple seconds into it, Kent Radburn maybe finding his way out of that little dry spell he's in. Nice work from Radburn, and it's now a 4-4 game.
Well, we can only hope that the floodgates open.
4-3 game, I should say. Let's take a look at it here, Andrew.
Yeah, you see Kent Radburn coming across the top, and he's a smart lacrosse player. Good over the shoulder shot from just outside, and he beats goalie Zach Knight.
And loose ball for Weidman. Shot on. Nice save made by Knight. He had Berger in there as well. And Oakville looking to find a way out here because that speed and the pressure on, but just a little too much on that pass from Oakville as they were looking for Shea again.
Yeah, they're not getting off the gas pedal here this afternoon. They're really trying to bring it to the Wilmot Wild.
Well, we've seen this game so far in stages. It started out as a little bit of a track meet between both teams and then settled into that defensive battle, but starting to pick up back into that track meet form again.
Yeah, that's for sure. It's kind of been a back and forth game of chances this afternoon, and like you said, a lot of speed and a lot of intensity.
Which is a game I don't know if Oakville wants to play because Wilmot always has a speed that kills you. And a good save made by Knight, robbing Jensen as the shot clock was expiring.
Yeah, add that to his accolades today. He's made 5 or 6 highlight reel saves so far.
Well, Jensen gets the ball as he knocked the stick out of the Buzz defender there. Now off for Bessie. Bessie flips it on for the incoming here, Hayden Berger. Berger back for Bessie. Bessie flips it on in. Oh, tried to be a little cute with that. There was Nagy. Had a great highlight reel goal like that last week. Will spin around. Nice save made by Knight.
Yeah, it's almost becoming a weekly thing for Tyler Nagy to score some pretty fantastic goals.
Just a little high on that one from Nagy. And trying to win it, but in the crease there was Berger, so Oakville ball. Nice one-handed catch there from Murray. As he'll flip it off, as he'll head off now. And Ela will kick this off. Flip it across there for Elliott. Elliott, nice little move. Now shot comes on from Shea, a little low and scores! Just like Shea's first one, he restores the 2-goal lead for the Buzz with his second of the game.
Yeah, Caleb Martin's I think he's gonna be wanting that one back. That's the fourth low goal to beat him down the side, and actually I think he's gonna take a breather. I think Rick Wendell's gonna switch up the goalies here and try to spark his team with a goaltender change.
Yeah, that's definitely what it looks like. So we take a look at this second one here from Shea.
Yeah, he just comes around there. He works, he waits, and he lets it shot go from sidearm, just coming through the middle, and he beat goalie Caleb Martin. Oops, sorry about that. Reed Fitton looks to be getting set in the crease now, and he looks to try to lead the boys here back to a victory.
Yeah, as you said, Reed Fitton, usually the starter was getting a nice breather off, but the breather no more. It called in here to fill in to close out this first and obviously take the Wild the rest of the way. Solid goaltender as well for the Wild for the past couple seasons.
Yeah, absolutely, and he's really becoming a good veteran in this league, and he's got a lot of games under his belt. I actually believe he got some Junior B playing time a couple weeks ago with the Six Nations Rebels. They called him up, and that good little well-deserved taste of Junior B for Reed Fitton.
Absolutely, and just that experience will come in handy right now, especially coming off into this game cold, but the Buzz looking to not worry about that as that ball's knocked out of Adam Brown's stick. And the Wild doing well with Townsend, keeps it alive here for Wilmot, and they have a fresh shot clock as well. Bessie, nice little move from Bessie, looking for that screen to be set up, but it fell right out of Bessie's stick. And now showing off the speed here will be Aiden Murray. Murray will do the wise thing here and let his teammates come on the floor. Off for Murray yet again.
Yeah, we're in the last minute of play here, and Oakville's not wanting to give up any easy goals, so I think they're just gonna play conservative offense here and try to take the lead into the intermission.
Well, that's what they want to do, eat up as much of this shot clock, get that shot off, but the swim move doesn't really work out there for Matt Gorman. Lost the handle at the last second. Save made by Fitton, and welcome to this game, Reed Fitton, but the reset was won here by Gorman, did very well with it.
Yeah, that was a good play there by the Oakville player, and now they control the whole last minute of this game.
Ela flips that up, and just a little too much on that will bounce into his teammates bench, and the whistle goes. I think they're going to say that's going to be Oakville ball now, or Wilmot ball now.
Yeah, Wilmot, I believe, took a timeout there. Their first of the game, and I think they're going to try to squeak one goal here with Reed Fitton on the bench.
Well, you know what? It's a strategy that we've seen head coach Rick Windle use quite a bit in the first period, where he takes the timeout, sets something up, and tries to get that goal. It worked out to a T last Sunday, and he'll try for it again. And Andrew, if you're Rick Windle, what are you trying to draw up right now with 17.3 left to go in the first?
I think they're going to get a shot coming off the top here. I don't know who or where, but I think they're going to want to work something, get the ball moving back and forth. They got goalie Zach Knight moving pretty good side to side in the crease, so I think they're going to want to try to beat him cleanly over the top.
All right, we'll see if they can do that. But yeah, Knight's definitely had that great movement, and maybe the best pure side-to-side goaltender we've seen at this junior C level here. But he's been huge as well, because gave up that early goal, but since then he's been sensational. So with this high-powered offense, it's going to be interesting to see what they've drawn up here, Andrew.
Yeah, for sure. And in goaltending, your groove, your swagger is a big thing, and Zach Knight has it here tonight.
As well, too, you got to make sure your passing is crisp, as Radford's not going to really try to worry about that too much as 8 seconds remain, because you don't want to turn it over. The empty net, and it works out. Matt Wyman gets this to within one with 3 seconds left in the first.
Yeah, and exactly what I thought there. They wanted a shot from right in the middle, so they found Matt Wyman, dead center of the crease, and he reached it right around goalie Zach Knight. We see here Kent Radbourne on the replay, waiting, working around. Tyler Nagy comes around, spots Wyman, and he right in the middle takes a shot and beats goalie Zach Knight.
For Matt Wyman, the captain, that's his 5th of the season, and oh, captain, my captain, that's the guy I guess you want to get the ball to in a must-score situation, as the horn goes here to end the first exciting first period of lacrosse, as the Wild find themselves down 5-4 at this upstart Oakville Buzz team.
Yeah, absolutely, and exciting action here to come, so stay tuned.
Yeah, we'll see what adjustments these teams make as we head into the break with the Buzz up 5-4 on the Wild. We'll take a quick break and be back for more coverage here on Rogers TV.
Welcome back to Wilmot Wild Lacrosse on Rogers TV. 5-4 Oakville Buzz lead the Wilmot Wild after the first period of play. here floor side with Ken Radbourne, who assisted on the 4th goal for the Wilmot Wild to get them within 1 at the end of the period. You're also the team's 2nd leading scorer. You're an assistant captain. As a leader on this team, what's your team's message in the locker room for the next 40 minutes to come away with a victory?
You know what? We come out hard every game. We try to push the pace, get on and off the floor, push the transition, and hopefully get a couple transition looks a period. That's our goal. You know, we didn't do that well that period, but hopefully the second period we can come out and do a little bit better.
Now, Oakville, a team who's closer to the bottom of the standings, but the last 4 games, they've really come alive, and you've seen it here in this first period, leading you guys 5-4 after 20 minutes of play. Moving forward with your team having such a strong home record, what is it that really makes this a tough place to play at the Wilmot Recreation Complex?
I don't know. I don't find it that tough to play here. I like playing at home. The crowd gets into it. I got friends and family here, you know. Makes my life a lot better, not having to go on the road on the bus trips. But, yeah, I like it here. It's fun, so.
That's Ken Radbourne of the Wilmot Wild. It's 5-4 Oakville Buzz after the first period of play. We'll have more in the first intermission coming up right after this on Wilmot Wild Lacrosse on Rogers.
Welcome back inside the Wilmot Recreation Complex here, where after one period of play, the Oakville Buzz come out guns a-blazing and stinging away up 5-4 on the Wilmot Wild, I should say. And what was a very entertaining first period where it was back and forth, bit of a track meet to start this game. And, you know, give Oakville a lot of credit here as we take a look at the highlights here of this first period. It was just a quick goal moments in. Great work here from the captain, Matt Wyman, settling it down, finding Blake Weidman. As we said on the broadcast, a bit of a tongue twister from Wyman to Weidman, and that's how the Buzz defense fell. But Oakville was able to get themselves back into this one quickly. Great work along the boards there from number 19, Matt Gorman. Finds it across there for Louis Ila, and he draws us level at 1. But from knowing this Wilmot team, they're able to get back. Evan Girdler picks up that loose ball on the breakaway, shows off his speed and his sharp shooting there, and it's 2-1 again for the Wilmot Wild. But once again, Oakville, they're not going to back down at all. The little low shot that came there from Cam Shea gets himself his first of this afternoon to draw us level at 2. And then here come the Buzz. They're looking for more to get that first lead of the game, moving the ball very well. And then they just unload a shot from the top of the point that absolutely fools Caleb Martin, and that one blew by him, and the Buzz get themselves out in front. And the Buzz, they're looking to create some more honey, some more magic. They do a nice little pass here, and Eli left all alone. That one fools once again Martin, and that was it for Caleb Martin as Reed Fittens filled in. But since then, it's the Wild. They're able to call a timeout, get a shot from Radburn, get a big shot to find the back of the net. Radburn, the second leading scorer, finds his way through, but when you think they're cutting at the deficit, this Buzz team, they show no quit as well. Sure, they may be at the bottom of the standings, but definitely not playing like that. Once again, Cam Shea, much like his first goal of the game, gets himself a second just like that, similar circumstances. And then the Wilmot Wild took a timeout here, and Kent Radburn gets the ball out, feeds it off, a quick shot. Matt Wyman finds one that blows by Zach Knight, and that's where we're at right now with the Wild down 5-4 against this very competitive Oakville Buzz team. We'll take a quick break, coming back for more coverage here on Rogers TV for the second period. Welcome back inside the Wilmot Recreation Complex where the second period just got underway. I'm Jason Hagel alongside Andrew Coughlin with Jack Moore on the floor. And Andrew, you just spent some time down in the Wilmot dressing room in the first period intermission. What was being said to the team to get them psyched up and ready for the second period?
Nothing too much actually was to be said. I think the players know what they got to do, and they really gotta bring it here in the second period.
Well, they definitely brought it to start that first period, but, Oakville definitely found their way back and, weren't really wanted to be taken lightly, and they've definitely showed that here to start this lacrosse game.
Yeah, and it's not a loss that Wilmot wants on their record. As you mentioned earlier, there's a 3- or 4-way tie for first right now, and this game is really crucial in the standings, especially as we come down the home stretch.
Oh, nice 2-on-1 developed, and Girdler wanted to trust his shot. Good decision. Just Knight got a piece of it to steer it wide. Girdler again. A stick is broken as Girdler tries to get his shot off, and it's one of the Buzz players' stick that's broken, so he will head off right now and trying to get out as fast as they can. Here will be the Oakville Buzz. Can't get that pass completed cleanly, but now we'll get a hold of it is Cam Shea.
Been very impressed with the play of Evan Girdler today. He's been all over the place, running breakaways, good defense. He's really done it all.
Yeah, he definitely has, showing off his speed and sharp shooting ability, but out as fast as they can now will be the Wilmot Wild. Shot on, save made there from Knight, but loose ball scooped up here by the Buzz.
And that was Eddie Faridi.
Eddie Faridi, one of the call-ups here. About 3 call-ups as well here, Andrew.
Yeah, I think the Wilmot Wild caught a little bit of the injury bug here over the past couple weeks, so I think they're getting their boys rested and back up to par before the playoffs start.
Oh, nice job to break through a check. Coming on here's Bessie. Breakaway shot on, save made there by Knight. And Knight, time and time again, has been Oakville's knight in shining armor.
Yeah, and that should have been a penalty there. I'm surprised that got missed. Another wrap, kind of like we saw on Hayden Berger in the first period.
Yeah, Andrew Plummer as well took a nasty penalty from what he did to Berger and gets away with one there. A bit of a clothesline from Plummer this time.
Yeah, and that kind of overshadowed the great play by Colton Bessie there. He was really running hard on that breakaway and to get his rebound.
Well, Knight gets a hold of it, and now the Buzz will try to break this one out as quick as they can. Flipped off there for Sheldon Reed. Loose ball now picked up by Hahn. Little stutter step from Hahn. Takes a few hacks, but still keeps on ticking. Nice give and go feed there from Hudson to Hahn. And now out for Colton Schmidt. Trying to get that separation, and Wyman couldn't get it to come to his stick cleanly there, but Townsend keeps it alive for Wilmot. Nice job by Townsend, bounces off a check. Wyman a shot from way out, and will come off the end boards there,
and
but great movement.
That definitely went off the goalie there. I want to see a white ball. And I think
that's exactly what they're calling right now, Andrew.
Oh, okay, good. I was a little concerned there because that definitely hit the goalie on its way out of bounds.
Yeah, I thought as well. Definitely a Knight through his chest into the front of that.
Yeah.
But referees get it right. Let's see if the Wild can get it right here. Is having some trouble handling these balls.
Yeah, loose balls has been a big issue here for the Wilmot Wild. Just to start the list, I mean, they've had a couple problems here, and it's kind of lucky that we're still in a 1-goal game.
A shot on there from Wyman. Good save again by Knight. And he's just been unbelievable here to start this afternoon for Oakville. You know, Andrew, you can tell the season's coming to a close because this definitely has a playoff-like atmosphere here at the Wilmot Rec Complex.
Yeah, for sure. It just has that extra oomph to it, a little more intensity, a little more grit, and everyone just wants the ball a little bit more, right?
Well, for Wilmot, they know they don't want to lose to a team like Oakville, who's only got 6 points this season and that one may have found its way through, but Fitton does well to sit down on it and keep it from crossing the line.
Yeah, that was a close one there, but seasoned goalie Reed Fitton definitely found it in his legs.
But back to my point there, as we said, it's a 3-way tie for first, so you know Wilmot more than likely is going to be in the postseason. Just a matter of seeding, but Oakville wants to be a team to get there, and there's still enough time for them to find themselves getting one of those last playoff spots.
Yeah, absolutely, and a win over Wilmot like this would be huge for Oakville in the standings. I believe there's just a goal like that. Tyler Townsend, potentially maybe Blake Weidman.
Yeah, that's who it is. Blake Weidman keeping his hot start. And when you're hot, you're hot. You keep getting the ball to him, and Weidman gets himself his second of the game as we're tied up at 5.
Yeah, we'll check out the Wild Win replay here and come around. Weidman's got the ball at the top. He just uses his feet, and another sidearm shot down the goalie's hips and beats the goalie right up the side.
And I just like the little celebration there at the end there from Wyman. Are you not impressed? Are you not entertained? I think everyone is. And here comes Wyman again on a breakaway looking for the hat trick. And he just shot it over the net.
And that would have been a good one for Weidman to get. He's had a great game here today, and that would have been well-deserved.
And Oakville playing a little bit of fire. They've had some difficulty with some loose balls in their own right. And that's about 3 or 4 breakaways you've seen the Wild get here on Oakville.
Yeah, definitely, and Oakville looks to get that goal back and regain their lead that they worked so hard for.
Trying to fight in to get an opportunity. There's Gorman, but a nice save made by Fitton.
And a great breakout pass to boot there, as you saw number 2 on the Wilmot Wild. I believe another call-up.
Yeah, that's Cole Main, one of the 3 call-ups this afternoon here for the Wilmot Wild. Little shot bouncing around. Who's going to come away with it? Is it going to be Colton Schmidt? And he just couldn't find his way to get a stick on it. Trying to run some interference, and it at least did well there to deflect that pass from Zach Knight. Get it in, shot on, nice cut across once again by Knight to deny Wyman.
Yeah, that's another great save from Zach Knight there.
Well, Zach Knight, definitely maybe the most mobile goalie I've seen at the junior C level, but welcome to the team. Colton Schmidt gets the Wild back in front, 6-5.
And that's awesome. That's the call-up's first junior C goal, and he's filling in his brother's jersey. Get the ball for the kid there. That's well deserved. That's a great hard-working goal by Schmidt.
Yeah, as you said, Hunter Schmidt may be dealing with some wisdom teeth, but Colton Schmidt showing off some good lacrosse wisdom there to get his first junior C lacrosse goal.
He might have more points than his older brother now.
Wouldn't that be something?
Oh, I stand corrected. Hunter Schmidt has 2.
Well, still a lot of lacrosse left for Colton to find his way to top his brother.
There is.
Shot from the near wing there from Murray. Save made by Fitton. Shot goes high up, bounces off the net on a great effort there from Zach Elliott of the Buzz. And this building here, the Wilmot Rec Complex, is buzzing. Maine out quickly. Off for Weidman. Shot comes on from Wyman and steered away by Knight. Trying to get a hold of it there is Sheldon Reed. They're going to say possession goes the way here for the Buzz. That's a big break for Oakville because it's been Wilmot just pouring it on these last 5-6 minutes or so.
Yeah, and that's what Coach Rick Windle wanted, but if I was Oakville's coach, I'd be looking to stop this bleeding before it gets a little out of hand. They're on a 2 or 3 goal run now.
Well, Girdler is a guy that's pumped up to speed in this game, and his shot goes wide. May have deflected it. There was the likes of Knight, but Nagy comes on in, getting a hack there from Shea. Picked up now on a nice pass across with Cody Hudson. Hudson, he'll settle this down. Weighing his options, and shot clock expires. Will be Oakville ball.
And that's all right. Nothing really you could do there to set up a play, so Wilmot just plays it conservative and dumps it in the corner.
Well, their defense has really tightened up here to start the second as they're approaching the midway portion. Nice move by the Buzz. Shot on, save made by Fitton, denying Matt Gorman a gain.
And just as you said, their defense tightened up. They parted like the Red Sea.
So coming on here is Faridi. For Jensen. Now out on the wing and try to get it for Wyman. The one-timer, stave made by Knight. Whistle will go, and it will be Oakville ball. Trying to get out of their own end, though. Good pressure here from Jensen. Needs a pick to be set, and finally Plummer gets one. And falling down, coming off the floor, there was Zach Elliott.
I think I saw too many men there as the red helmet player there on Oakville couldn't grab a number. Just came right back on the floor and jumped back in the loose ball.
Well, big break as Sheldon Reed, as you said, hopped on and hopped right back off, and a one-timer doesn't get all of it there. A little too much on that from Berger, and that one's into the seats. So Oakville gets away with one. That's about 2 times here in this second period. We saw Plummer on the clothesline on Bessie, and then there maybe too many men avoided. So Oakville now playing with fire in terms of the penalty department.
Yeah, for sure. But like you mentioned, they've gotten lucky here so far, and we'll look to see how long this luck holds out.
Hahn trying to get off his man,
and I don't know if he went in the crease there. We won't get another look at that one, but I almost want to say that he did avoid it. He might have tiptoed it, but.
Well, the referee says Hahn just couldn't keep his feet out of his own crease, so will be Wilmot ball, or will be Oakville ball. And here come the Buzz, knowing they need to get one to get back within this game. Shot goes wide there from Ela. Already he's got himself 2 goals this afternoon. Now
he's hot today.
Hudson. Stutter step, nice move from Cody Hudson. Shot on, tried to go 5-hole, and once again Zach Knight makes a big save, and they're going to say the same situation that happened there for Hahn will be Wilmot ball.
Could be a bit of a makeup call there, who knows?
Who does know, but refs have called this one pretty fairly. Big blast from Radburn, save was made by Knight. Nice swim move there from Weidman. Shot on, just went wide. Radburn puts that one in. Collecting the garbage is Kent Radburn, and the Wild up back by 2, 7-5 for Wilmot.
Yeah, you mentioned here today a couple times that Kent's been in a little bit of a slow streak, and maybe he'd be looking to break it today. And with 2 goals, I think, so far on the night, breaking it, he just may be doing.
He definitely has. We take a look at this Wild Wing replay here, Andrew.
Yeah, absolutely. You see Weidman doing the grunt work there, getting a shot. Kent picking up the rebound and reaching it to ground, goal which kind of seems to be the only way you can beat him tonight.
Well, that's a tough one for Oakville because Kent's got such a big frame. Really tough to muscle him out of there. And when he's got all that space, he's going to capitalize with his sharp shot. Here's a guy with a sharp shot. Nagy up for Townsend. What a save made by Knight. Didn't even know where it was.
That was a great save. That was also a great play by Tyler Nagy there, showing how shifty and crafty and how good his hands really are.
That's the thing with lacrosse. There's no room to catch a breath as Wilmot was looking to get this lead back to get a 3-goal lead again before you know it. But Zach Knight has just done everything imaginable to keep this within 2.
Yeah, he's really holding his own here tonight.
Girdler, a quick shot. Went wide, gets his own rebound, shot on. Nice save again made by Zach Knight. And you hear hold, slow it down is what Rick Wendell wants from this Wilmot Wild team right now.
Yeah, he doesn't want to give up an easy one on a line change there or have Oakville come back with a fast break, kind of like we're about to see right now.
Oh, nice work by the Buzz, muscling their way inside the Wilmot end. Just not an accurate shot, but great individual work there from Oakville to find their way into the Wild. And then there's a shot, and we're tied. Where Oakville, I should say, is within 1 on the hat trick for Ela.
Yeah, that's the 3rd goal here for Luis Ela, and that was actually a quick couple minutes of lacrosse there. Wilmot had a good couple chances. Oakville broke it down the other way, and Ela breaks off the left side there and gets a shot off the short side of Reed Fitton.
Let's take a look at it here. It was a great individual effort, and then second chance opportunities usually bite you.
Yeah, absolutely there, and I think Reed Fitton wishes he could have that one back.
But when you got a sharp shot like Luis Ela does, as we said, coming into the day, he's the top point getter. He had 20 points for Oakville coming in today, already make that up to 23. Got a great burst of speed as well off the end wall and capitalizes and gets Oakville the goal that they needed. Now they're within 1. You can sense it right now. Oakville knows they want that next goal to be coming from them. Shot just goes way high. Near rebound came right back on the stick for one of the Buzz, but couldn't capitalize.
Good pass from Reed Fitton there as he sees Braden Hahn breaking out on the right side of the floor there.
Bessie will bring this one in the Oakville side of things. Flips it off here for Berger. Berger, you know, a guy that's usually involved in everything. He's had a lot of time, obviously, on the floor, but give Oakville some credit. They've slowed him down a bit, and there's a way to do it as well, making a sprawling save as Knight.
Yeah, that was a big save just there off Hayden Berger, right as we were saying that he'd been kind of quiet today.
Well, if that would have counted for the 4th for Eli, it wouldn't have because he stepped in the crease. So, once again, a nice break there for Wilmot, as that would have been the tying goal with 6:55 left to go here in the second.
Yeah, absolutely. We got a penalty here coming to Oakville as well, so Wilmot has their extra attacker out, and they look to set here for a quick goal.
So Nagy goes across the floor, and Townsend gets it to a 2-goal lead yet again on the delayed penalty call. And how about that? Tyler Townsend makes this 8-6.
Yeah, that was pretty impressive there, and exactly what the Wilmot Wild wanted to do. They worked the ball around with the extra attacker on the floor, and they found Tyler Townsend just to beat Zach Knight. We'll see it here on the Wild Ring replay. Tyler Nagy with the ball up top. Good eyes. Sees Tyler Townsend down low. He brings it low, back up high, and takes it right over top of goalie Zach Knight.
And for Townsend, that's his 6th of the season. Make that .21 as well. So a lot of guys on this Wilmot team hitting that high double-digit standard mark, and just shows it's a murderer's row for what Wilmot brings to the table offensively, Andrew.
Yeah, a very stacked arsenal of offensive weapons here on the Wilmot Wild.
Maybe that worked out. You hate to give up a goal, but no power play now because it was on the delayed penalty that Townsend found the back of the net.
Yeah, and I mean, that's catch-22. They want to score, but they also want to work the power play and try to wear Oakville down.
So Weidman will run this up, and there's a guy who we've said time and time having a great game, a nice burst of speed, and Knight makes the save. Loose ball, and it's going to be the Buzz that come away with this one. Nice run up the floor, taken on there by Ethan Staten. Staten, nice move, goes around Bessie, tries to make a shot from a tough angle. Did well to at least keep that ball bouncing around, but now scooped up, and this is not what Oakville wants. Here's Maine coming in to call up Maine. Shot, nice save made there by Knight, getting a hand on it. And Maine getting bumped around.
Yeah, it's a dangerous place to be fighting for a loose ball, but the call up Cody Maine comes up with it.
Yeah, Maine, welcome to Junior C lacrosse. And Radburn took a shot there with a stick. Whistle goes for the quick reset. But coughed up by Jensen in a big high cross check to the face, and that's going to be a penalty. And Jensen has to be separated here by with the officials coming in, and that's had some extra words for the official as well, did Jensen. So I think we're going to get ourselves a double minor here.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what happened there, but Derek Jensen was very fired up when he went to make that hit.
As well, penalty coming up to Oakville as well.
Which is warranted. I mean, he kind of had a push off there on Derek Jensen's initial hit before Jensen ruined the canceling out penalties and took the unsportsmanlike. Yeah,
we'll see how much when they add the time here. So yeah, the 4 for Jensen because of the unsportsmanlike. So we'll have 2 minutes here of 4-on-4 lacrosse before Oakville gets 2 minutes of a power play, depending if anyone can score here. A little roller again there from Shea. And trying to get a hold of it. Nice job by Shea, but Girdler gets a hold of it now. Girdler continues his great play, breaking on into the Oakville end of things. Flip it off, nice give and go type scenario, but Berger bumped off the ball on some nice job to reset defensively by the Buzz.
Yeah, and Oakville's going to regain possession here and try to break it out the other way.
And they will do that. Off here for Aiden Murray. Coming on Ela, shot, a nice save made by Fitton. That was Fitton's best save since coming in off the bench.
Yeah, that's for sure. He really stood tall there and denied the Oakville player.
Weidman thought about the break on the near wing, but slows it down. Will weigh his options and realizes that's some support coming on, but they weren't set for that. So picking that up, here's Sheldon Reed with the red helmet. Good job by at least Reed to bring that inside the Wilmot end, and slowing their tempo down is Ethan Staten. Staten, cross. Now here at the near wing, looking for some screens to be set. Breaking on in, shot on, off the post on that drive there from Oakville as well. The net had to be readjusted and is done so quickly. With 25 seconds left of 4-on-4 lacrosse.
Yeah, it makes for more exciting, but Oakville's definitely wanting to get their man back out and get a power play.
And Radburn gets that to find the back of the net with 13 seconds that was left of 4-on-4. Give that the hat trick for Kent Radburn.
Yeah, and the floodgates have really opened for him here this afternoon against Oakville, and he'll look to extend that and really pad his stats for the year. We take a look at the replay. Hayden Berger passes down, sees Kent traveling cross crease, and Zach Knight was unfortunately unable to get that one. He's been good at those saves all night, and Kent did solve them.
Yeah, he's been great all afternoon getting those cross crease saves, but Kent Radburn's shot a little too perfect that time. So the Buzz now down 3 yet again, and they will now have 2 minutes of a power play with Jensen having to sit from the double minor thanks to the unsportsmanlike.
Yeah, they'll look to set something up here. Unfortunately, they only have 10 seconds left on the shot clock, so
Getting some sticks in the lane, though, breaking up some passes. And not being able to handle that pass cleanly there was Cole Elford. But good work with some support as Hahn comes on in and scoops up that loose ball. Hahn for Hudson. Hudson goes across there for Berger. Berger tries to break on in. That lane is closed. Picked up from Townsend, shot far out, save made by Knight. And going to take this run here, but want to get out quickly because it was a 3-goal deficit that Oakville found themselves in early to start the second here, and it's got themselves back in that scenario yet again.
yeah, and unfortunately, that's not a hole you want to be in with the Wilmot Wild. You don't really want to be chasing.
Well, there you saw Cam Shea. That was what worked so well for him against Caleb Martin, but Fitton was smart enough to have the stick there to block the 5-hole. 42 seconds remain here on the Oakville power play. So Weidman on the far, tried to feed it off on the far wing there. For Maine, tough shot, went wide. Loose ball picked up nicely here by Berger. Now Maine gets it, flips it off here for Berger. 20 seconds remain in the Buzz power play. Off for Maine, can't handle that one. Broken up, bouncing ball. Who's going to get a hold of it? And it will be the Buzz. Good defense set up there to break up any lane, but losing some time here on that man advantage. Trying to swim on in there was Gorman. Gorman as the double minors over for Jensen, and we're back to 5-on-5 lacrosse.
Yeah, Jensen looks to join the play there pretty quick.
Looking for some screens to be set up as Jensen's the one playing some good defense for the Wild. Try to feed it on in, bouncing ball. No one settles it up nicely for Oakville. Shot clock expires, and that's perfect defense right after you kill a power play.
Yeah, for sure, and Jensen goes back the other way here. He's well rested, and he wants to get another marker on the board here for the Wilmot Wild.
Yeah, Jensen just misses that one. Hudson, a big drive save made there from Knight. Stick was lost by one of the Buzz defenders. And up and as they want to go here are the Buzz. They flip this one out, though, nicely for Staten. Staten has a 2-on-1 developed, but nice job to get back was Ferdy, one of the call-ups.
Yeah, he had a great instinct there and played some good defense.
Now trying to get that separation. There's Ela. Under 20 seconds to go now here in the second. Staten, and that's going to do it for the shot clock as it expires. So shot clock will be turned off here with 13 seconds remaining in the second period. So Wilmot will have some time to work with as much as they can as this clock expires. 5 seconds remain. Try to get a quick one off there from Bessie. Save made. Loose ball shot goes wide. And the horn goes to end the second period, where Wilmot really pumped up the jam as they find themselves up 3 on the Oakville Buzz to end the second period here, Andrew.
Yeah, for sure, and that's kind of where Wilmot wants to be. I mean, I think they want to be on the gas the whole game here, and they really want to bring it to Oakville in the third and run this lead up, but it's a start, that's for sure.
Well, the action's hot and heavy, and we expect it to get hotter. But the Wild will enter the second period break up 9-6 on the Oakville Buzz, and we'll take ourselves a quick break with third period action coming up here on Rogers TV.
Welcome back to Wilmot Wild Lacrosse on Rogers TV. 9-6 Wilmot after 40 minutes of play over the Oakville Buzz. Jack Moore, floor side with Lewis Elia of the Oakville Buzz, the team's leading scorer. Lewis, you guys got out to a hot start, 5-4 lead after the first period, but then Wilmot stormed back. They now lead 9-6. What needs to change for your team to come away with a victory?
I think we need to relax a bit, play properly, don't rush, and don't get scrambly like we did there in the second. We started rushing our opportunities on offense, and we didn't settle down and set up, and we got too scrambly. So I think if we can set up and play proper offense, we'll be good.
Now, Lewis, your team had a rough start to the season, 0-6 start, but in the last 4 games, you guys have really turned around in a big 12-11 win over Brantford earlier this season. What's been going right for your team in the last 4 games?
We've got some big additions. We've had some late guys join that made a big difference on offense. Our defense has gotten used to playing together, and then we just started to play proper offense. We got picks, we got more offensive movement, and stuff started clicking for us. So it's been working out, so hopefully we can end off the season pretty strong.
Thank you, Lewis, and good luck in the third period. That's Lewis Elia of the Oakville Buzz. 9-6 Wilmot after 40 minutes of play. Jason Hagholm will be back for you in the second intermission right here on Wilmot Wild Lacrosse on Rogers TV.
Welcome back inside the Wilmot Recreation Complex here in Wilmot, Ontario, where the Wilmot Wild are up 9-6 on the Oakville Buzz, where it was definitely a team buzzing around offensively, but it wasn't Oakville, it was definitely the Wilmot Wild. As we take a look at some of the highlights from that second period here, brought you by Wild Wing, and let's take a look at this action right now, and it starts out with Blake Weidman, a nice little move, and gets the shot off and finds the back of the net for his second of the game. And Blake Weidman's hot streak continues. And then how about that? One of the call-ups, Colton Schmidt, wearing his brother Hunter Schmidt's number, finds the back of the net, picking up that loose ball to shove one by Knight. And just at it again here was Kent Radburn picking up the loose ball, finding the back of the net. The garbage work done nicely there by Radburn, for Radburn getting himself on the scoreboard yet again. And this is a nice goal there from Elia. Nice work to get the ball off the end boards, put on the speed, and find one to finally beat Reed Fitton since he's coming to the game. But that's really the lonely highlight for the Oakville Buzz, as still working with it there's Nagy. Nice job by Townsend to show some patience and throw that one over the shoulder of Zach Knight. And Wilmot definitely, they were able to still put their pedal to the metal and keep on rolling. There's Kent Radburn getting himself his third of the game. Throw the hats for Kent Radburn, maybe finding himself out of that slump that we talked about. And that's where we're at right now, where it's 9-6. You know, for Wilmot, they want to keep doing what they've been doing that worked so well in the second, where you know what Oakville needs to do is just find ways to have that magic that was working in the first period find its way on through the third. So we'll see what happens in the third period as we take ourselves a quick break and be back for third period action here on Rogers TV. Back here inside the Wilmot Rec Complex, where the horn goes, and we are just moments away from ball drop to start this third and final period. As once again it gets loud in here, both teams trying to psych it themselves up to find a way for Wilmot to close it out, for Oakville find their way back and complete what would be a miraculous comeback and a huge win for this Buzz team. As now, once again, rejoining me here in the broadcast booth is Andrew Coughlin, who spent some time with the Wild there in that second intermission. And Andrew, what was being said? How does Wilmot close this one out?
They keep on the gas, that's for sure. They keep shooting and they keep hitting, and they try to get some quick goals early on in the third here.
Yeah, that's what they want to do. They got a quick one to start the second, and that put the wheels in motion for that great second period. And they'll look to get that happening again here. But for Oakville, you know, they've tightened up nicely a little bit, at least just for the opening moments here in the third. Really no way for the Wild to get a shot off on that real first possession for them. Up the floor come the Buzz. Settling it down on the stick here is Zach Elliott, trying to break himself on in. Get a shot from far out. That was a bullet that Fitton had to be extra sharp with, and he was. But a roller save made by Fitton as the shot clock expires. And a bit of a wipeout in the crease. Luckily, Fitton didn't get involved, and everyone seems to be all right. And out as fast as they can here are the Wild. Nice job to get a stick in the lane there. Were the Buzz. Pop that one up, and that doesn't come on the Wild stick there cleanly of Derek Jensen. Trying to get the early goal now as well. Here are the Buzz. They know how important that's going to be. Adam Harvey had to hesitate on his shot, didn't have the right angle. Still with it was Harvey, but a little too much mustard on that. Nice job to track it down, though, was Cam Shea. Shea Coming on in, shot on by Staten, and it's a nice save again by Fitton.
Yeah, that was a good shot, but a better save by Reed Fitton there.
And but the clearing attempt and trying to get up the floor goes into the seats, and a little too much of that today from Wilmot. That'll definitely be worked on in practices.
Yeah, a breakout drill is definitely in Coach Rick Windle's plans.
But you got to give Fitton a lot of credit for a lot of goalies coming in cold. This is a tough spot, but he's played like he's been the starter.
He has, yeah, and that's a true testament to his mental strength. I mean, he wasn't prepared to play today, but obviously he stepped in and he's been solid.
And talk about a solid shot from a tough angle. I don't think Fitton was expecting that. And the Buzz get themselves back within 2 on a shot from that tough angle.
And I think we'll take a look here at the Wild Wing replay coming up. Oakville just with a little bit of a cluster in the middle there and creating some screens, and he lets a shot go, and it beats Reed right over the shoulder.
Well, that's the perfect start for the Buzz that they wanted. Once again, though, they've cut this deficit to within 2. Got to stay at it, stay the course, and see if this defense, which has played excellent to start the third period, can close out this game like this. Still, though, ton of lacrosse left. A lot to ask for, but we shall see what happens. This is building up to be an exciting finish, everyone.
Yeah, it is, and we've really gotten a little treat of a lacrosse game here this afternoon. It's been really back and forth, good high intensity, and kind of with some playoff-like atmosphere, I guess you could say.
And as well, once again, Oakville did a lot, getting the sticks in the lane, making it tough for the Wild to pass as they got this ball now 1 out and into the Wilmot end, but couldn't step on that nicely. There was Shea. Now he does, but doesn't have much of a shot clock. 3 seconds left. Spins, shot on, hit some bodies in front, but had to make something out of nothing there. It was Cam Shea.
Derek Jensen starts here for the Wilmot Wild up top. They look to complete their line change as Hayden Berger looks to go set.
Well, there's Jensen, who had himself an interesting afternoon. Berger, that won't count. He's way in the crease.
Yeah, that's for sure. But it was a good effort there by Hayden Berger, and good sight there by Derek Jensen to see him.
There's Sheldon Reed, brings it over the timeline as Berger nearly pounces on his stick, and that worked out for Berger. Caused the turnover as the Wild will bring it on into the Oakville side of things with Cole Elford. He'll leave it here for Berger.
Berger looks to set here, create some offense with Matt Wyman on the right side.
Driving in is Wyman. Nice save made by Knight. Said that a lot this afternoon. Nice save made by Knight, and he's been a big key to this effort from the Buzz, and add another one up for Zach Knight. A sensational sliding save.
Wow, Blake Weidman just can't buy one here later on in the game. He's had some great opportunities, but goalie Zach Knight is just standing on his head.
Berger off for Bessie. Give and go for Berger. Shot on. Went just wide. Good positioning by Knight to force maybe Berger to rush the shot a bit. Trying to get that separation. There's Weidman. Tried to get it for Jensen. Now it will come to Jensen. Jensen looking to spin, bounce off a man who's draped all over him. Shot goes high up off the back of the netting. Not the way Jensen wants it to go. Berger will be the pest that he is. As tough for Oakville to break it on out, and now they get a hold of it. Up the floor goes Matt Gorman.
Yeah, pest is kind of the right word for Hayden Berger. He kind of reminds me of a Brendan Gallagher type player to kind of compare. Small but mighty.
Yeah, he's definitely that. But he's also, as we've said time and time again, picked up his pure lacrosse skills. As Hahn on a breakaway. Brayden Hahn, nice save made there again on the breakaway by Knight. And Oakville, they once again find themselves in that scenario. I believe that's about 4 or 5 breakaways that Wilmot has had on them.
Yeah, and Zach Knight, I think, stood to the test, and all of them, maybe one he let in, but he's really been solid in between the pipes.
Yeah, definitely the first one, Girdler got the better of him, but As you said, going 4 for 5 on breakaways. I think any goalie will take that any day.
Yeah, for sure. But that also says something to Oakville's defense, and I think they want to try to prevent those breakaways from keep occurring.
As 2-on-1, there's Maine. Tried to get the shot off cleanly. Ended up doing it, but Knight had the better answer on a nice work from Ethan Fitton, Reed's brother. Now back the other way here is Ela.
He's had a good game here this afternoon as well.
Yeah, hat trick for Ela. Trying to get the shot off through some traffic there was Matt Gorman. Bounced up high behind the net. And as well, this pace of play, if you're not a lacrosse fan, you don't like this, you may definitely instantly become one.
Yeah, no, for sure. And that's just great that we get Rogers here in the building to broadcast these games. They really are a treat to watch.
As well, what's been a treat as well, referees let their whistles be in the pockets. Only a handful of penalties called as they're letting the boys play, and that's what you like to see.
It is. It really is. It keeps the flow of the game up, and I mean, we've seen a lot of penalties here earlier in the season and some previous broadcasts, but it's been nice and refreshing here this afternoon.
And it definitely has, and it shows just the pure skill set that both Wilmot and Oakville have brought to the table this afternoon as well.
Yeah, I think that really shows something to the league. I mean, we got teams at opposite ends of the standings here, and we got a 2-goal game with just over 12 minutes to go here in the third period.
That shot from Townsend went high up into the netting, so will be Oakville ball. But I think that's the one thing I've really noticed about the Junior C level this year, Andrew, is like, yeah, you may be towards the bottom, but the compete level and the skill level from these maybe lower tier teams, they can compete just as well with the big boys up top.
Oh, for sure. It really is a competitive league, and especially in the Western Division here, the addition of Barrie this year and Caledon coming up and getting some wins, it's been great.
It definitely has. Makes everything that much more interesting, and no game's an easy game anymore here in the Western Division as another big save made by Knight on Tyler Nagy. And Nagy had a little bit too much on that pass, was looking for Berger. Fitton will come out to play it and slow the roll and flip it up here for Berger.
Berger looks to be limping a little bit there. I'm not sure.
Yeah, not sure if he may have maybe pulled a hamstring or something trying to track down that loose ball. But there's a guy that finds the back of the net time and time again, Tyler Nagy. And an extra shove from him in the celebration there, but Nagy, the veteran, he'll just mind his P's and Q's and celebrate with his team as it's now 10-7 for the Wild.
Yeah, for sure, and that was a great goal, a great shot by Tyler Nagy, and one that they really needed. They were told they wanted to stay on the gas here coming into the third period, and it's good to break the goose egg 10 minutes in.
And they've definitely stayed on the gas. If we take a look at this Nagy goal here on the replay.
Yeah, he just cuts to the middle, a great over the top, over the shoulder shot, and Tyler Nagy just buries it over goalie Zach Knight.
And off the draw, one by the Wild. Radburn a drive and scores! Make it 4 for Kent Radburn, 11-7 for Wilmot.
Yep, and there's no stopping Kent Radburn's game here this afternoon. As you said, 4 goals here tonight. I think he had 5 last time we played Oakville, and he's looking to match that.
Well, he definitely had 5 points.
5 points, so yeah.
So he had 2 goals, 3 assists, but 4 goals. He definitely likes the buzz.
Yeah, he does. He has their number and name in his corner tonight.
Well, Kent Radburn's definitely been buzzing offensively. And for Wilmot, as we talk about a murderous row, lots of guys, it's got to be nice for the Wild to finally have Kent Radburn have like a 4-goal performance game for how important he's been for the past couple seasons for this Wild team.
Yep, for sure. I would have to agree with that.
And whistle goes, still going to be Oakville ball here. And for Oakville, you can find ways to slow down Wilmot, but their speed and their sharp shooting is just going to find its way through because it's just pure precision lacrosse that works its way through. And Oakville, they've been struggling right now as of late since that first period to really get those opportunities in Wilmot's end.
Yeah, for sure. And Wilmot will capitalize. They'll use their speed to capitalize right when you least expect it, and that's what makes the Wild so deadly.
Well, there's a guy that's been definitely deadly. Berger for Wyman. Nice save made by Zach Knight. And Zach Knight's done everything to keep his team in this game. Trying to get a quick one, and there it is for Wyman. Matt Wyman gets himself another goal this evening.
And that's fantastic to see Matt Wyman score a couple goals here tonight. He really bounces all over the lineup. Being the captain, he can play so many different positions. It's not unheard of to see him play defense or play offense, and it's good to see him scoring again on the offensive zone tonight.
And there you see great little flip up for Wyman, the quick shot off, nothing really that Zach Knight could do, and a good little break here, getting some water to slow the tempo down. That's really anything right now Oakville's trying to do to slow down this Wilmot team who, as you said, Andrew, from what this team was told in the second intermission, keep the pedal to the metal, and they're going right now 150 kilometers an hour.
Yep, big time in there. They're looking to make this gap and really solidify this win.
Lost a stick as well, did one of the Buzz, so that doesn't help. And once again, a near 2-on-2, breaking in, shot on, nice save made by Knight as well. May have clipped the post. Now here's Radburn to drive, save made by Knight. Oh man,
Wilmot's going so fast, he can't even grab a breath over here.
Yeah, I can't even imagine what it's like for the Buzz right now.
Yeah. And
getting out of breath calling it. I can't imagine having to try to slow them down.
Yeah, goalie Zach Knight's definitely busy here in the second half of the third period as we progress through.
Oh, Berger, a good bullet, but nice chest save made by Zach Knight. And just pouring it on, and that's what you want to see. Never take any step off, but errant pass and up with some speed of their own right here are the Buzz, breaking in, shot on, nice save made by Fitton. And that's a tough one for Fitton. He's been hasn't had to make a save the last couple minutes, called upon on a near breakaway, does well.
Yep, you do. You got to stay mentally strong and mentally prepared there, so good job by goalie Reed Fitton.
As well, an interference call. So will be still possession for Wilmot. Townsend got leveled. Townsend takes another hard fall to the floor.
And I think they're finally going to call that hit from behind, a 4-minute penalty here coming to Oakville.
Yeah, that's one you can't have, and maybe the frustration starting to come out here from Oakville. Still 9:34 left to go in this game, but
that's a long penalty and a bad penalty to take at this time.
Yeah, especially with how good we've talked about how great the Wild's power play is, one of the top in the Junior C ranks, and they can make you pay time and time again as they look to get one off here. And as well, it's a 4-minute one, so this power play will be intact the whole way. Berger off for Weidman.
Full shot clock here. Wilmot's going to want to settle it down. And
well, just as you said, they wanted to settle it down. Tyler Townsend said, no thanks, let's just find the back of the net, and that's exactly what he does. Tyler Townsend gets his second of the afternoon.
I just ate my own words there, but no, that's good to see that Wilmot's here. I think they're on a 4 or 5 goal streak here in the third period, and that's exactly what they wanted to do as we take a look at the replay. Kent Radborn with the ball up top, just snipe pass precision to Tyler Townsend on the crease. And as I've said today, Zach Knight's been great on those cross crease saves, but there's just one of few that he got beat on.
And Andrew, just explain, how hard is that from that laser of a pass from Radburn to just barely get it on your stick and just unload a perfect shot to the back of the net?
Yeah, with that speed too, and with that quickness, that was a great shot there by Tyler Townsend.
Well, he's one of the veterans on this Wilmot team that you call upon in a big-time situation. As well, same with Radburn, who fed him that ball.
Yeah.
So the veterans right now, experience is really taking over on this somewhat young Oakville team.
Yeah, no, that's for sure, and that just adds to what makes Wilmot's offense so deadly. They are so skilled, and they are so, not old, I want to say, but seasoned in this league for sure.
I think that's the right way of putting it. Not old, but seasoned.
Yeah.
And being a seasoned, experienced team really pans out as we're coming to a close on this regular season here in the 2019 Junior C season. Playoffs are just around the corner. Bouncing shot, nice save made by Knight. And there was a step in the crease there by Adam Brown, the defender, so give that ball right back to the Wild. Jensen, give and go, back for Jensen.
About 50 seconds left on the power play here, the Wild have, and good ball movement so far.
Bessie with a nice little move, but once again, a better save made by Zach Knight. And this is really the issue that the Buzz have had, but nice work there by Aiden Murray, breaking on in, shot on, and a whistle goes behind the play. It looks like a penalty is going to be coming up to the Wild, to number 24, Derek Jensen.
Yeah, he's going to be looking at a 2-minute high stick here. And that's 6 minutes in penalties for Derek Jensen. Not something the Wild need tonight, but it is a good hard-working play, and I don't think he meant to get him high there.
Did they give it a 5-minute major?
Wow, they did. I don't know if that's a penalty to the player or a penalty to the action, but either way, we're going to let the refs have that one. And Oakville buries early on that 5-on-3.
Yeah, quick one for Ela to get himself goal number 4.
My apologies, 4-on-4.
This afternoon, so big moment here for Ela. So this now 4 minutes, 50 seconds left will happen, or I should say with 23 seconds remaining with 4-on-4. But a big moment there for Oakville. Still 7:28 left to go. A lot of work to be done, but a comeback could still be complete with another bad penalty for Jensen to take.
Yeah, unfortunately, and they don't want to let Oakville kind of climb their way back here in the last 7 minutes.
You know, Jensen, he's been such a good player offensively, but he's such a wild card. He lets his emotions get the better of him time and time again. And Oakville's, or for Wilmot, they've had to bite the bullet on that time and time again this season.
Yeah, and that's just something to the discipline, and it's something they look to sharpen up here as they close out the regular season and look to perfect it for the playoffs.
So now a big power play for the Oakville Buzz for 4 minutes now, as Nagy, realizing that, will try to settle it down. If they can kill this off, you can pretty much start putting this one in the W column for the Wild, but nice shot on for Radburn. Better save again by Knight. Trying to find his way through a sea of black jerseys there was Nagy. Coughed it up, and back out the other way will be the Oakville Buzz as they're waiting for the line changes to be made. One of the Buzz there, Gorman, talking to our referee, Phil Givens, about something he didn't like, but play on, he says. Been working this ball around here are the Buzz. They've had some great ball movement. Elo with a powerful drive just went wide.
Yeah, that was a very hard shot there, but fortunately it missed the net.
And as well, the shot clock expires, so a big win for the Wilmot Wild. Up the floor as fast as they can here now is Colton Bessie. And this Wilmot Wild team is, they know they really just think they want to just eat up as much of this shot clock and then get a shot off. Hopefully get a rebound as well.
Yeah, that would be ideal, but not everything goes your way in lacrosse. It's a game of reaction.
And being pinned up against the boards there was one of the Wild. Up the floor will be Sheldon Reed. Reed a drive. Doesn't miss by much. And settling it down will be Berger. And every time it's those loose balls there, it's Hayden Berger picking them up either in its own end or in his opponent's end.
Yeah, he's everywhere tonight, that's for sure.
Berger weighing his options here as a man draped all over him. That's Adam Harvey trying to push him back over. Lost his footing, did Berger. Takes a big swing and a big shot to the face. No call here. Turnover, and out quickly will be the Buzz. Trying to muscle their way in, but lost the ball out of his stick at the last second, did the Buzz.
Great defense there by number 52, Cole Alford, the Wilmot Wild, breaking up that breakaway.
And the call up there, Maine scoops this up. Nice work by Maine, bounces off a few pushes and shoves.
Yeah, he's got some speed on him too.
Maine as well shows his great ability to cut, lost the defender quickly. Little stick shoved in there. Now Wyman. Wyman, and whistle will come. Grab it on the face mask. But they're going to say it's going to be Oakville ball there, Andrew.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure I agree with that call, but...
So 1:18 left to go in that 5-minute major for Jensen. Good penalty killing so far from this Wilmot Wild team.
Yeah, especially in the final stages here, they're definitely tired, and that's a big penalty to kill.
Shot from far out, save made by Fitton up at high into the netting. Still will be buzz ball, and they get a fresh shot clock as well. Gila, and it had it come to him, but fell out of his stick. And what a hack! Right to the side there of Ethan Fitton. That's an easy penalty to call.
Yeah, for sure. Zach Elliott's going to sit there for a 2-minute slash, and that was actually just vulgar. That was dangerous.
Yeah, those are ones you don't want to see, especially when you have such a man advantage. You still, now it's about 48 seconds, but that's just some frustration taking over of game getting away from you. And after the 48 seconds, there will be a power play for another player as well. So
yeah, we'll take a look there. You got to see a big hack on the younger Fitton there.
So definitely, as you said, we saw Zach Elliott in there. Didn't see the other body in the penalty box for Oakville, but 4 minutes for Wilmot with 3:27 left to go. So they'll carry this one after the 46 seconds are up in the penalty for Jensen, the rest of the way home with a man advantage.
Yep, for sure. And a big interception to start that power play. That's not what the Wilmot Wild wanted.
Well, yeah, breaking it in is Aiden Murray, and he's done that a lot this afternoon. So doubles there, really, I believe.
Yeah, unsportsmanlike and a slash.
Trying to turn the corner there was Shea. Save was made by Fitton. Wyman has this, as the penalty for Jensen will expire right about now. Jensen will come back on the floor. Townsend, cross crease, and now it's again a great cross crease save made by Knight. Left a rebound, but his teammates bailed him out.
Wow, that's all I have to say to that. The play of Zach Knight this afternoon has been pretty fantastic.
Nice work by Townsend, won that loose ball. Townsend shot, scores! Tyler Townsend, throw the hats for him as well. A hat trick for Townsend.
And that was just a good hard-working goal. I actually think Oakville took a penalty off that. Could have been the goalie.
Yeah, it was a power play goal as well there for Townsend. As Elliott comes out of the sin bin. Let's take a look at it on the replay here, though.
Yeah, Tyler Townsend, just a good hard-working goal, and he beats. That's the only way to beat Zach Knight, it looks. So you got to wrap it around his hips and really just place the ball along the side.
Yeah, it looked like after Townsend got the shot off, Knight there stuck his foot out and definitely caused Townsend to take that spill.
Yeah, he did, and he had a couple words for Townsend too during the celebration there.
Yeah, definitely didn't like that. Tough one for Zach Knight. Hate to see that happen, but you know, Knight's played such a great game for Oakville. You know, that's just him realizing this one's definitely now out of hand with 2:19 left to go. And they'll reset up here. The Wilmot Wild. Off to Jensen. Big drive from Jensen. Nice chest save made by Knight. Tried to hit the home run pass, intercepted by Wyman. Settles it down on the far wing. Here's Weidman to Jensen. Townsend comes back on off the bench. Looking to add more to his point total tonight. Wyman, a little roller, goes just wide. Will come all the way out, and Reed Fitton will track this one down with 1:40 left to go in this game.
Yep, 7 seconds left on the shot clock here. Derek Jensen's going to look to dish it off to Bessie and get a quick shot.
Well, he got it off, just couldn't hit the net or the goaltender for the reset. But, I mean, it's just been overall that seasoned veteranship that this Wilmot Wild team have had to close this one out. It really started in that second period, and they really found their way to close this one out. Maybe took one bad penalty, but weren't really damaged by it at all.
No, it's a start. It's a work in progress, and it's just one building block towards the postseason.
So still trying to stay at it right now as we're hitting the final minute of play. In this third period are the Buzz. Can't get a clean shot out. A roll all the way back to Oakville's end. Knight has a hold of it. pass thrown off there for Elliott. Bouncing up is the ball. Maine will come on in. Shot clock expires, but it's a fresh reset. So Maine will do his thing with it. Off for Bessie. Nice spin from Colton Bessie off on the far wing. Maine, a drive goes wide and up into the, looked like it hit the roof of the building here. So
It did.
So will be Oakville ball with 27.4 left to go. And Wilmot is 27.4 seconds away from sweeping the season series here against this young upstart Oakville Buzz team that is, we're coming on strong into this afternoon's tilt, and Oakville realizes they'll just eat this clock, which is a bit of a difference in shot clock, game clock, and the Wilmot Wild will just do that. Wilmot will sweep the season series against the Oakville Buzz, pick up some big points with one of those teams that is tied for first with them, the Brantford Warriors, coming into town next Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, and that's going to be a good tilt here, possibly a Western Conference playoff series preview. You never know. I mean, definitely going to want to tune in.
So there you see, next broadcast is Sunday, June the 16th, 3 p.m. right here at the Wilmot Rec Center here in Wilmot, Ontario. But that's next week, and overall here, Andrew, it was a great performance, great pace that really worked out to Wilmot's favor. The big guns showed up when needed, and Reed Fitton played sensational coming in off the bench.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's hard to do, but Reed proved there today that was a simple task, and he's walking away today with another win.
Another win for Reed, another win for the Wilmot Wild here at the Wilmot Rec Center, and for Wilmot, they'll definitely get themselves geared up for next Sunday against the Brantford Warriors. So for my broadcast partner, Andrew Coughlin, Jack Moore on the